Welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create learning activities for kids. Our fun activities include reading, writing, and math. Thank you for joining us to learn today. My name is Hannah. In today's activity, we're going to be learning how to manipulate phonemes in words by adding, removing, and substituting them to make new words. Today, we will first learn about this concept by going over a refresher to identify the different phonemes in a word. Next, we're going to practice by creating new words by looking at phonemes and adding them, substituting them, or removing them to create new words. Lastly, we're going to play our phoneme manipulation game as our activity to practice what we learned.
Before we start our activity, let us gather our materials. What you will need for the simple reading lesson will be a blank sheet of paper, a marker or a pen, and a stack of Post-it notes. First, let us look at a group of words and identify their individual phonemes or sounds. Count with me how many sounds each word has. So here, the first word we have is C. So if we break it down into its individual phonemes, we can see that it only has two. S and E for C. Awesome. Now we look at our next word. Our next word is am. This also only has two sounds. A, m. Only two sounds. The first one is a. The second one is m. Awesome. Next word is it. This also has two sounds, e and t. When we write down the phonemes, they're going to be I and T. Great. Our next word is on. This also has two phonemes, which are going to be, great job, aw and n. Alright, this one's going to be a little bit more tricky. So, what are the phonemes of the word day? So we only hear two sounds, D and A. So those two sounds will be represented by the phonemes D and A. Good job. The last word we have is pie. This is also a little bit more challenging, and we can divide it into two different phonemes, P and I for pie. The sounds would be P and I. Great job. Great job. Now let us practice making new words by adding, removing, or substituting phonemes from an existing word already. Follow along with the words that I write down and shout out your answer for how we manipulated that word. So let's start off with the first word we're going to use today. Mile. I then manipulated this word and I turned it into smile. What did I do here? Did I add a phoneme, subtract a phoneme, or substitute one? That's right, I added. What sound did I add? I added the S sound to turn it from mile to smile. Great job. Our next word is cap. Cap became clap. What did I do here? That's right, I added a phoneme. Do you know which one? That's right, the L sound. So cap became clap. Perfect. Our next word is grave. This word became rave. So what happened here? Did I add, remove, or substitute a phoneme sound? That's right, I removed one. I removed the G sound to make it from grave to rave, just the last sounds. So I subtract it here. Next, we have the word ramp. So tell me, if I remove the P sound, what word would I have? That's right, I would have the word ram. And that means that we subtracted. We removed the P sound. Great. Next, we're going to do something a little bit more challenging. We have the word tan. And this word then turned into man. What did we do here? Did we add a sound? Did we subtract a sound? Or did we substitute a sound? That's right, we substituted the sound. We removed the T for the M sound. That's right. So we substituted. Our last word is going to be bin. Now, if I substituted the I sound in bin to a sound, which is like a U, what would that give us? That's right, it would give us the word bun. So I substituted the I sound for an a sound. So instead of it being bin, it turned into bun. So that is also substitution. Great job! Alright, now it's time for us to begin our phoneme manipulation game. So here we have a set of instructions of how to create our new word. We also have all of our phoneme sounds written down on our post-it notes. So we're going to follow along on the instructions for how to make the new word and see how we're adding, subtracting, or substituting different phonemes to make the new words. Before you begin this activity though, make sure to write all of your phonemes on different post-it notes. Let's begin. Alrighty, so it says to start off with the word bat. So we're going to use B, A, and T to start off with our first word. Next, it says turn bat into cat. So we're going to be substituting the B for the C sound. Awesome. Now we're turning cat into cat. We're also going to be substituting the phoneme sound of T with the phoneme sound of P. Great. The next thing it tells us is to substitute the phoneme sound of C with L to make cap into lap. Awesome. Next, it's telling us to do something else. We're going to be adding a phoneme sound. It's telling us to turn lap into lamp. So to do that, we're going to move our letters a little bit like this to add our phoneme sound, which would be the sound of M for lamp. Good job. Alrighty, let's move on to the other set of instructions. So it also tells us to start off with the word bat. Then it tells us to go from bat to bam. So we're substituting the T for the sound M. Next, it tells us to do an addition, to go from bam to bomb. Great. This next step from bomb to bail is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do two things. We're going to add and we're going to remove. So we're going to remove the phoneme sound of M and we're going to add the phoneme sound of I. Like this. Perfect. Now we want to go from bail to pale, and that's easy. We're just going to be substituting the B for a P. Great job, you finished the activity.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you come back to learn some more. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we will be back with more videos. We hope that you had fun learning today. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!